We have Dr. Brad Reedy in today. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Dr. Brad Reedy, co-founder and clinical director of Evoke Wilderness Therapy, has written a book. So this is your book, The Journey of the Heroic Parent. All right, so the reality is, we get our babies home from the hospital. Everything seems great. They hit their teenage years and whoa. Right? Okay, so why did you write the book?
I've been working with families and children for a while now, and what I've experienced in treating mental health is that people come with a lot of ideas from therapists, suggestions, recommendations, and I wanted to teach parents how to think about parenting. I didn't want to give them advice. I wanted to tell them how to think about the questions.
One of your chapters is called Don't Trust the Experts, Become the Expert.
Right. Because I think a lot of the truth is hidden inside of us, beneath our shame, beneath our fears, beneath our desire to control. And so my job, the way I see it, is to help parents be able to find that truth.
All right, so this is meant to inspire parents. It's a way to help us. So what are the things that you think that parents really need to know when it comes to, I'm going to say controlling our kids, but it's really not controlling. You really want to mold them.
I think the idea of the heroic parent is when you shift the focus from trying to control your child to finding your own truth. Okay. And so that journey is really about discovering yourself. And when you discover yourself, then all of your ideas, your values, your structure really comes out of that. So it's about shifting the focus from changing the child to changing yourself.
Yeah, so control to influence. Is that right? Okay, so there are parenting skills in here. What are some of the scenarios that you tackle in this book?
A lot of it's about communication, and it starts with being able to be present with your child and being able to be clear about yourself. And so I talk about the use of communication, but only in the context of being present with your child, not trying to shame or guilt them into doing what you want them to do, because I think that's our go-to as parents, right? We want to lecture, nag, and scare our children into doing the right thing.
A lot of times, though, we're desperate. We don't really know what to do. I mean, or kids really don't come with a guidebook, and we need some tools.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, give me an example of engaging your child without shaming them, or getting mad at them.
I think we can listen to the feelings that are beneath the behavior, and so a lot of the acting out behavior really is our children trying to speak to us. So if we can learn to listen, be present, be quiet, I always say that a parent with their mouth taped shut is one of the best examples that they can have. So just listening to what their behavior is telling us, and then being able to respond from a flexible standpoint, from being able to respond to how can I respond in a way that's connected to their needs, not my anxiety. Yeah. So it's that kind of exchange that this book really teaches people to engage in.
Yeah, because as parents, our intentions come from a good place. But a lot of times you get so many layers of trouble that you really don't know what to do with that.
Right, and I think, again, going back to the idea of heroic, I think there's a transformation that goes on for us when we raise children. I think we know that. Those of us who have children know that it's an experience that changes us. And so engaging in that kind of behavior and that kind of sometimes acting out behavior that can be dangerous can be really, really a growth-producing experience for all of us.
Yeah, you named it the heroic parent, the journey of the heroic parent. How do you know you've reached that?
I think when you take responsibility for your life, when you're not a victim anymore.
Are you talking to the adult or the kids?
Right. I think it's always about looking at your circumstances and saying, what can I learn from this? What can I do? It's really painful. I mean, this comes from watching families who have suffered, but it goes to this place of saying, but this is going to teach me something. This is going to provide my family some wisdom that I didn't have. Some parts of myself that I didn't know existed are going to emerge from this process. And that's when it becomes heroic for me.
All right. And you have these wilderness getaways as well. Tell me about those.
So we run wilderness therapy programs for adolescents and young adults suffering from addiction and mental health. But now we also have parenting 6-day intensives out in the wilderness. And it's really bringing people outside to help them engage in nature and watch what they can learn from looking at the Milky Way and living among nature. So we take people out in this discovery to find themselves.
Are cell phones allowed?
No.
Oh, I'm guessing, because those are just a huge issue, aren't they? Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we have evoketherapy.com right on our website there, and that's how you get in touch with this doctor, help you and your family out. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.